Cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with rich rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
If you haven't done so yet, please hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe button for everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network.
About nothing but what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, man, is me, myself, man, Young and Hefe, and my court date. So, y'all know I spoke on this matter, you know what I'm saying, about a week ago, right? We had some lady, I guess that was sent by Alex Alonso to come to my court date.
This call is being recorded.
I guess she was already down there in the building of CCB. And being that she was down there, Alex Alonso told her to dip in on my court date. And the thing is, when she dipped in on my court date, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I guess from what she saw in the hallway, you know what I'm saying, she tried to put things together, and it's just like, it was like a bunch of BS, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of BS that, she reported, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the only thing that was reported correctly was that, I had on blues, my co-defendant had on yellow and blue, or whatever the case may be, right? And the court date, amongst the other stuff, who showed up for me, who wasn't there, you know what I'm saying, who was representing me and stuff like that, all that was false, right? So,
damn. So Angie Smalls got the entire report wrong? Sheesh.
Alex Alonso, he came back and I guess, you can say he kind of cleaned up, the mess she poured. Now, in his intake and things in which he was saying, I also want to come behind him and clarify some things as far as how I feel. And I know Alex Alonso, he's somebody, that deals with these courts and probably know more legal terms than me and things like that. But I know how the game is played, you know what I'm saying? I've seen how the game was played. I've been through how the game was played. So I'm going to let Alex Alonso speak, you know what I'm saying, and what he had to say, as far as the court date. And, I'm going to give y'all the take, you know what I'm saying, from my perspective, from the person that's in jail, you know what I'm saying, and for the person, you know what I'm saying, that was in that courtroom and that's going through this matter. So we're going to let him talk, and y'all already know, man, it's the death way and the health effect. We're going to commentate.
Provide a little bit more clarity than the previous one that I did with Angie Smalls.
So we don't want to hear what Alex Alonso said because we've already gone through this. We're more so interested in hearing what Young and Hefe's response is to his court date. Alex Alonso just pretty much clears up all the misinformations by Angie Smalls.
You can have your arraignment right now, or we can do it.
It is there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard what Alex Alonso had to say and, the perspective that, he brought, you know what I'm saying? So as well, y'all can check out Morals Over Money, Munchie Bee channel, Munchie Bee also, spoke on the matter and situation at hand too. Now, here it is, from my perspective now. This is the only thing, I want to say as far as, I disagree and what Alex Alonso said. So basically, Alex Alonso, he's taking it in or feel like that I feel some type of way because the woman reported that I had a public defender over a private and/or paid lawyer. No, I wasn't upset that she reported that. You know what I'm saying? It was just wrong information. If the information is wrong, the information is wrong, So that's not the only thing that she had reported wrong. Just the whole description of what she was given, talking about did nobody show up for me. You know what I'm saying? As if I didn't have no family support. And only one person showed up for me, and it was a guy. And she heard him in the hallway, speaking my name and stuff like that and talking about whatever she claimed he was talking about. So she knew he was there for me. That was the most thing, the family support that had me like, what? Like, what are you talking about? As far as the lawyer thing, I wasn't mad. It is what it is. But like I said, she still had the description wrong. Now, Alex Alonso, he feels like, or said out his mouth that.
Now, when it comes to the situation with Young Ant, maybe not having a lawyer, I don't think that that's really the biggest situation or the biggest 1-2 step like Sierra, because when it comes down to it, it's a pretty standard thing to see what a public defender is talking about and then have a lawyer present when it's time to actually play ball. So it is what it is. You feel me? But the overall situation, you just got to do what you got to do to make sure that you have the best situation, the best set of circumstances for you, yourself, and your family fighting your own case. Young Ann is in a very peculiar situation where he has the court of public opinion as well as the court of, the court of law against him. So you just want to make sure that everything is respectable, respected, and being handled in the best way that it's supposed to be handled.
At the early stages of the situation that, you shouldn't be wasting money on no lawyer, and or it really doesn't matter if a paid lawyer is representing you over public defender. And I totally disagree. And here's why I disagree. You got to understand, a lot of these public defenders and these DAs, if not at the same office, these people know each other.
They're definitely coworkers.
Been down here to the criminal court building to CCB numerous of times, and it doesn't even have anything to do with me. Like, just for situations coming to court for somebody, or just before I was jailed, I was just down here, like 2 weeks ago, handling a matter, with a family member of mine's down here. And all you see is lawyers, you see DAs, you see them walking down the street, you see them congregating, you see them going to lunch with each other, you see them eating with each other. So, from my perspective, why would I want somebody to represent me that has a relationship with the DA? Sometimes it could work in your favor.
Yeah, sometimes it could work in your favor, sometimes it can't. And then you figure out sometimes you have a lawyer that has a good relationship with the DA, so that works in your favor as well, too. Excuse me. When you've been involved in enough criminal cases, you know that sometimes the best response or the best way to deal with a situation is not to have somebody who can prove your innocence, but you're paying for a relationship that your district attorney or that your public defender or a paid lawyer, when you're paying for it, has with a district attorney. You feel me?
Other times it might not work in your favor because at the end of the day, even though you have this public defender representing you, they really don't care. They're not getting paid to represent you. Now, yeah, they get paid for being a public defender and probably getting paid from their office, but they're not getting paid the big bucks or getting paid anything essential to represent you. So, I don't think that the job that they're going to do, they're going to give their full 100%. And not to say that a paid one is, but more than likely a paid is going to give their 100% being that they're being paid over a public defender. And it's somebody as well who doesn't know the public defender. So, they're not.
This call is being recorded.
Quick to go with recommendations or I think this is a good deal, and stuff like that. And just like I said, paid lawyers can get stuff done that public defenders, can't get done or are not going to press for. So
it's not that public defenders can get it done, it's that a paid lawyer has more of an incentive because their reputation of being a paid lawyer is more so on the line than versus a public defender who just is kind of wearing a big old Burlington Coat Factory suit into the courtroom and busting little BS moves. You would imagine that a paid lawyer will move a little bit better than a public defender. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. But, whatever.
That's just how I was looking at the whole situation. And while I beg to differ, and having a public defender over a paid lawyer, you can get stuff done faster. I've seen times where public defenders don't want to be on the same page with the client. You tell them that you don't want to waive no time. And they want to waive time, and then it's just a conflict of interest.
Here's the thing too. I've had that same problem with my lawyer, so I get it as far as the public defender is concerned. But I've had the same issues with I've had problems with paid lawyers. I'm gonna just say this. I've had problems with paid lawyers. Aren't always the best. Sometimes they're hard to deal with as well. Sometimes it's just the lawyer.
So, like I said, I've been through this. I've seen it firsthand. I've been through it firsthand. With how public defenders act. Now, if you get a private lawyer, you know what I'm saying, like, and not necessarily what you paying for, because you can get into it with public defenders, right? And y'all have a conflict of interest, and then, you know, they'll give you a private lawyer once you went through a public defender. And so private lawyers, they are known to fight more harder. So that was just like, you know, my only disagreement, you know, as far as what Alex Alonzo saying. You know, I just think you're going to get more done with paid defense, and they're going to fight more, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, in the case of this scenario, like I said, you know, that's pretty much what happened. You feel me? We just came up in there, and this was like the third time I had went. So we finally, like, got the arraignment done. And, you know, just my co-defendant was pretty much like, you know, he ain't trying to wait no time. You know what I'm saying? As Alex Alonzo said, you know, he said, you know, he got other matters going on, and he's trying to hurry up.
So if he has other matters going on, he might just be trying to hurry up and speed things along because he doesn't want too much more to come up. Let's go ahead and start knocking things out before y'all start figuring things out.
You know, and get home and stuff like that. And as well, I'm trying to do the same thing. So that's pretty much, you know, what happened at that court date. You know, I'll be going back, you know, next week sometime or whatever the case may be. And, you know, every court date, you know what I'm saying, hopefully it ain't many. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for things that I'm saying to get better, you feel me, or everything. So, you know, that's just my perspective of everything that what happened. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we'll be back in there next week, and, you know, we looking for something greater. With that being said, we're going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young Ant Hefe. Don't care about number.
All right, man. So that's Young Ant. Make sure y'all give him a like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all run him up while he's fighting for his liberation. Chat, we got some more things to talk about, though. Let's get into it. We rocking out this morning, man.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Wack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Wack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in gang 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies intention. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bushes, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bushes, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.